Hi, guys, it's Brina Well. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to another episode on Open the Lock. This week, I want to talk to you guys about the power of the tongue. I've been seeing a lot of sermons and services online about the power of the tongue and how it's very important about what you say because our words hold power and control over our lives. And I just thought it was such an important topic to talk about because it's something that we should all be careful about what we say because, like I said, it holds power and it holds power over our life, our decision making, and our future. So let's get into it. Believe it or not, our words and what we say shape our reality. If you're a person who continuously doubts yourself, continuously talks bad about themselves, talks down on yourself, how do you expect your life to be when you are purposefully saying such terrible things about yourself? How do you think your life's going to be? You're not going to have any positivity. You're just going to be drowning in your negative thoughts. Your belief system influences your daily decisions. If you tell yourself, I can't, I don't have time, I am busy, I have kids, my relationship is bad, my work is bad, my school is bad, all this stuff, how do you think you're going to wake up every morning feeling? You're going to be tired. You're going to be drained. You're not going to have the discipline to get the things done that you essentially need to get done because you're constantly coming up with excuses or you're just talking down on yourself and you're just full of negativity. Let's say you want to get this job that you've been wanting to get for so long and you say, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not enough. I can't get this job. I'm not smart enough. You're not going to get the job because what we say, our words, what we say with our tongue holds so much power and control over your life. You're basically telling God, I'm not good enough for this, so don't give me the blessing because I'm not ready for it. You're setting yourself up to fail by doing so because what if God really had that thing that you wanted and he was ready to give it to you, but every single day you're telling yourself, I can't. I don't have time. The kids are in the way. The relationship is in the way. I'm not smart enough. All these excuses, God's just going to be like, okay, well, you're saying this, you're not ready. And he's going to take it away from you. And a lot of the times we will have self-doubt because of what the people around us tell us, our friends, our family, or coworkers, or our partner. You know, they're telling you that you can't do something or they're making fun of you or they think that you're crazy for what you're trying to accomplish. And that's because themselves have not been accomplished with anything they've done. They're miserable. So they want you to be miserable with them. Because now, not only are you focused on your thoughts and what your inner voice is telling you, now you're focused on other people's opinions that don't matter because they're not at the stage in life that you're at and what you want to be at in the future. You get what I'm saying? You know that saying, kill people with kindness? You have to do that in order to get to where you want to be. Because if you constantly have people around you just telling you that you're not good enough and you'll never get here, or you're crazy and you're delusional and that you'll never make that amount of money, you're never going to get that job, that relationship will never work, that friend is so bad for you. Why are you listening to people who are not at the place and stage in life that you want to be at? Let them keep talking crap about you. Isolate yourself from those people. Only be focused on your inner thoughts. Because at this point, you're just being crowded. Your mind is being flooded with all this negative talk that you can't even yourself fill your mind with positive things because you're listening to outside people. When you talk bad about yourself, it's basically like you're equaling self-sabotage. And at some point, you have to come to the realization that what you say matters. And a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people think that it doesn't matter, that what you say holds no power. You know, in Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, it tells us that words can encourage growth. It can destroy confidence and it can either heal or deepen wounds because what you say comes to life. And I also don't just mean self-talk, negative talk, also just cursing and the nasty words that come from our mouth. Talking bad about other people. I could talk crap about people. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never talked bad about people before. But will I talk bad about people how I did before? Absolutely not, because I know the power of my tongue and I know that I will be judged for what I do. I cannot judge others for what they do when I still do the same. I will be judged worse by God. So when it tells us in Proverbs that words can encourage growth, destroy confidence, heal or deepen wounds, it's talking about the power that you hold over yourself and how you also speak to others. It's not just ourselves, it's how we speak to others. I don't want to talk bad about myself or bad about others when I'm on a journey of healing and growth. I cannot grow when my mind is flooded with negative thoughts about somebody else. I'm not going to heal those wounds that I have. I'm deepening them. I'm bringing them more down into the hole that they're already at. So I just encourage you to think about what you're saying. Do you curse a lot? Because if you know me, I curse a lot, and I shouldn't. I really should not. And I've been trying to fix that for a long time, because I know that the mouth that I preach from cannot be the mouth that I curse other people from. I can't. And I also heard that in a sermon from this young girl. Like I can't be this person to talk highly about things and preach and talk very just like positive things about, but I'm over here cursing others out. And I'm saying bad words constantly. I'm not going to grow from that. There's no growth. When you've lived a whole life of just constant negative self-talk or just constant negative outlook on others, talking bad about others, just because you say one positive thing is not going to change your life. This has to be a repetitive thing. You have to constantly talk highly of yourself every single day. I talk to myself almost every single day. In the morning, when I say my prayer, I thank God for waking me up, for giving me another chance at life, another opportunity to live. I also thank myself. I give myself props and the credit for all the work that I do every day, because though, yes, God gives me the strength and God allows me to do such things, but I have to give myself credit too, because I can choose to be lazy and not get things done and be in bed. I can choose to be dumb and not learn about the world and learn about what's going on and learn about my work and learn about stuff I just is important to me about. I can choose that. But I also have to give myself grace. I have to thank myself each and every day. You can't expect your whole life living, doing bad things, talking bad about yourself, and one day you're like, yes, okay, I got it. It has to be a constant thing. That one, you ever seen that, I don't know if you've seen it in a video, but it'll be like a cup of like red wine, and then it'll just be water pouring, and basically all the red wine will come out of you, or like the black stuff, whatever that's in the cup. That's your life. You are probably so broken talking negative about yourself and all these bad things. But if you are not pouring anything good into your life, you're going to just stay black inside. But if you continue to pour that water over and over and over again, each and every day, you're going to become pure. You're going to become better and lighter and more free and more at peace, because you're not in the darkness anymore, because you're allowing that light. And that light is your mouth. That light is the word. The words that come from your tongue are going to make you brighter, are going to make you live better. If you cannot control your words, you cannot control your life, because your life depends on what you say each and every day. Your life depends on how you speak to others, how you treat others, how you treat yourself. I never thought I was good enough. I never thought I was smart enough, that I was intelligent, that I was beautiful, that I could get anywhere. But when you are so low and you have no light and you're just in darkness, you soon come to realize that what you say truly holds power. It holds something over you, because your life is not going to change until you start speaking positive things into your life. And for the longest, I never did that. I didn't think it was important. I thought it was dumb. Just a couple words saying to yourself, oh, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're smart, you're worthy, you're capable. I thought that was all stupid. Now I don't, because I've realized that it's actually very important. Even when I want to get something done and I tell myself I can't, no, I can. I have the power and the strength to do it. What do you say to yourself when you fall? Do you say that you're never going to get back up again? That you're never going to do this again? Oh, this never worked out. I could say that about my views on my podcast. I could say, oh, I only got 2 views on a podcast, I'm just going to stop. No, because this is just the beginning. You cannot start something and automatically, as soon as it doesn't go your way, you already have that self-doubt. You already have that negative talk just because something did not go your way the first time. I still barely get views on a lot of the things that I post. I don't get a lot of the recognition. I don't get a lot of the comments. I don't get a lot of the likes. But you know what? I know that what I say is going to come to life. I know when I say that I eventually will have such a huge community that will be empowered by my words, I know that one day I will get there. But if I tell myself after one video, 2 videos, 3 videos, I am not enough, I cannot do this, I am tired, my work is meant for nothing, then guess what? My work is meant for nothing, and I will never get anywhere, and I will never get the views, and I will never get the likes, and I will never get the recognition, and I will never get the community. But because I choose to live in positivity every day and speak highly about myself, I know, God willing, that I will get there in the future. And you too shall do the same. So thank you all for tuning in into today's podcast. I was really, really motivated by it today. I don't know, something just came out of me, and I was just super just enlightened to talk about this and teach you guys about this if you haven't already heard it already. But thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye. Love you.